And what's up, guys? It's Kev here with Tactical Gimmicks, bringing you another Total War Arena battle on Marathon. We are playing some Tier 4 Carthaginian hoplites with Hasdrubal, working our way towards almost there to unlock the Carthaginian Cav. And we've got a pretty good unit comp here. Four siege units, four catapult units, some archers, and the rest infantry. Actually, the rest swordsmen, plus one cav, and then so that's a whopping 5 players of swordsmen plus me on spears, and then some ranged players and a cav player. So this is going to be actually probably a pretty strong comp for marathon because it's a nice open field, and we are going to hopefully, like the tips menu would suggest, work as a team and we can protect people and just bombard the enemy and win the battle that way. And somebody's having trouble connecting, but here we go into the deployment phase. We're joined once again by my buddy Jack for some real talk, so I'm going to deviate from commentating on what's actually going on in the battle and talk about whatever stories type whatever comes. Jack's got an idea. I want to hear it. Kev, baby, what's happening? I don't know, Jack.
Wait. Was that my start time?
That was your start time. Just go into it, dude. We're already in the battle.
Oh,
Oh, you missed it.
wait.
No, we're good. For all of you that don't know,
I want to hear about more of this battle really quick.
more of the battle. Well,
I
I'm
am
running up
remote.
through the woods. I'm running up through the woods. And for those of you that don't know, that's not like a scripted thing. Jack's been saying every time I talk to Jack for years now, he opens it with Kev, baby, what's happening? So that was me teasing him that there wasn't. I was waiting for it. But we're moving up on the left flank along the coast here of Greece. The beautiful. This is one of the prettiest maps in this game, and we're gonna sneak our way up through the woods and hopefully either flank the enemy or get behind them with
All
our
right.
hoplite phalanx.
Well, good. I hope that happens. I did remember what I wanted to ask you. So, um, I went to a bar once up north, and I was hanging out with my buddy Luke, and we were out there, and I noticed that there were a couple of shoulder tattoos
Was it
on
Gator's
middle-aged
Wine
women.
Shack?
I don't hold on.
But
On
what is it? Was it Gator's Wine
middle-aged.
Shack?
What?
Was it Gator's Wine Shack?
No, it was not Gator's Wine Shack. The place where you met your beloved wife. No, it was not. It was not Gator's Wine Shack. Anyway, I noticed some shoulder tattoos on some middle-aged women, and
Very hot. Very
my
hot.
buddy mentioned over to me. He said that is the classy tramp stamp of the body,
That it is.
which I'd never heard that. That was what floored me. I'd never heard that the shoulder tattoo was the equivalent of a tramp stamp, but a little more conceited version.
Yeah.
And since hearing that from my buddy, I went to a wedding where one of the younger moms had one of those. I noticed it at work the other day, and frankly, it's something I've never seen.
Well, I think it's hot.
Well,
I do.
yeah,
I
it's
can get
definitely got
behind
a
that.
lure. It's definitely got a lure, Kev. But I don't know. Like, why is that? Why is that trampy? Like, ooh, it's my shoulder.
Oh,
It's kind of weird.
I don't know if it's trampy, but I think that that would definitely be a marker of somebody where, like, kind of, the saying, if she smokes, she pokes.
No, I've never heard that.
You've never heard if she smokes, she pokes?
No, that's
uh,
fucking hysterical.
well, yeah. So if she smokes, she pokes. Is a saying, and I feel like that's kind of something that would probably go hand in hand with it. But instead of getting the type of um, interaction that you would get with an individual who had a tramp stamp, you would probably get a little bit more of a classy engagement from an individual that had a shoulder stamp or something like that.
But when
Um,
I see like a tribal armband across the arm on a guy, I think like, oh, you're just a douchebag. Like, I don't think like, ooh, she's kind of weird and does things that most women won't. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. Is what I'm saying.
Um, I see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. I think
I
that
don't get the whole. There's like a style to getting a tattoo. Like certain of the parts of the body become hot at certain times, which I think is a very regrettable thing
it
to
is.
do when you're dealing with something that lasts on you for life. It's like, oh, I was cool in 2015, and then like the rest is like, who gives a shit? You're a loser now. You
I mean,
date yourself almost by doing that.
I still want to get a tattoo.
Everyone still wants to get a tattoo. If you don't have a tattoo, there's part of you that's like, I could get one. I would get one. I would put it on my rump so no one could ever see it, except for people. Except for people I'm intimate with and who I go to the locker, change in front of the locker room with.
What ass tattoo would you get?
Oh, it would be incredibly embarrassing. Like, if you're going to get one tattoo and it's going to be hidden from most of society, it's got to be something really good.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah. No, I like being... But for now, I like being one of the unmarked breed. The markings on my skin are moles and scars, so fuck you if you think you have to have a picture of a bird on your rib. You know?
I don't know why that's...
Like, I want a tattoo because I'm hardcore face. Like, no, you're not. You're a loser with bad ink on your body.
I don't know why that's hot either, though, because the bird on the rib or the heart on the rib or the little, like the music note on the rib, those are all, like, hot things. And I have no clue why.
But like I said, they're stylistic. It's like it comes and goes through, like, right now the tribal armband's cool. Right now the thing across your pec is cool. Right now the spot above your rib is cool. Like, it changes through not necessarily every year like a fashion cycle, but at least a couple.
Yeah, okay. I mean, those are all interesting points. And I'm not even that like judgmental of the tramp stamp. If
Don't
I'm
you like
honest.
being a pure body though? Like, once you're a tattooed person, once you go back to being a tattooed person, you can't go back. Well, you can get removed, but those are spotty at best.
Yeah.
But once you get there's something about like, nope, never had it done to me. That it feels kind of not elitist, but like it feels good. In fact, it might be entirely elitist, but I think there's pure in not having an ink stain on your body. Do you ever get fucking Doritos on your fingers? That fucking sucks. Imagine if that was for life. Like, dude, Doritos are like the best chip you'll ever have, and you're like, I'm not worth getting that on my fingers for life. No matter how much you lick your thumb and index finger, it will not come off. People will know you've always had Doritos at least once in your life.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some truth to that. And I don't know, I'm not even... The thing, I think the important thing to point out there is that there's good tattoos and there's bad tattoos, and there's a lot of really bad tattoos out there.
Yeah, but you know how, like, there's interesting dreams and then there's everyone else's dreams?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about tattoos, dude. Don't tell me about your fucking tattoo. Like, it always happens. Sam and I have had this conversation in front of people where, like, tattoos are stupid. I don't want to hear about this tattoo.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, but have you seen this tattoo? And then they raise an article of their clothing, and we have to go, like, yeah, that's a thing.
Well, I think what it is we have to say, like, yeah, no, we have to, like, kind of hold back because if we don't necessarily...
Did I ever tell you about the godmother of the stars?
No, but I feel like we have to hold back because we don't want to say to, like, a complete stranger when we're at a party where we don't necessarily know everybody that... No, that's fucking stupid, and you're a dipshit for having a fucking...
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I don't have any new friends. I'm a loser. I'm alone. I'll live with it.
I think
fuck you and your insecure, like, self-consciousness. It's not worth it. Fuck your ego.
I think the kind of Because Bill Burr has a bit, but it's about like talking to women and picking up women, where he's like, eventually you get to a point where you just say, you know, fuck it, let's see if this works. You just say whatever you want. I think I see a little bit of an element in that of that in you that I really appreciate, and
All right.
it's
I'll
even in
take
me,
it.
not as strongly as it is in you, but it's coming out in me too, especially like at work. But I cut you off. You were starting to say something. I hope you didn't forget what I cut you
Well,
off.
and now I fucking forgot, you dipshit.
Oh, god damn it.
Ugh. No, I mean, we were talking about tattoos, how we think we're dumb, how they're like bad dreams that we don't want to hear about.
Doritos
And
best.
Yeah, Dorito tattoos.
I
Um,
wonder if somebody's gotten a Dorito tattoo.
I don't know, that's worth a Google search. Don't
I
use
hope
Bing.
so. No.
Don't use Bing.
One of the guys in my shipping department told me to search cum dumpster on Pornhub one time. And I
Wait,
did.
what?
He told me to search cum dumpster on Pornhub.
Why?
I don't know, but I
mean,
did.
I've done that without prompting, but why?
But I did. I did. I mean, I've seen stuff in the vein of that before. I'm not gonna lie. But I did go and I Google searched it, and then I came back and I made some joke, because the people in my shipping department, like, anything that comes out of my mouth is like funny, even when I'm not like joking. But that could just be because they don't take anybody in the plant seriously. But
Or they're afraid of you.
yeah.
They fear the mighty Kevin.
But I came out and I just like said really like, because I'm known for going out there and making euphemisms about my penis.
Don't say that, you idiot! Come on, you are a walking disaster! Why do you always tell me? The other day, this guy told me that he is driving on two bad tires that are like ready to burst at any minute, and he
They're
has no
not ready to
problem with it.
burst. They're not ready to burst. One of them probably
You said
has
they
a
have
minor
bulges
seal.
in them. That's like an immediate danger.
No, one of them has a rubber bulge, but the inner tube
Don't
is
go driving in Michigan, Kev. You're not gonna last.
any worse than Chicago. I've driven
have
in
you ever
Michigan
driven
before.
in Michigan, dude?
I have driven through Michigan plenty of times.
It is the worst. It's Pothole City.
And not even just like kind of through Michigan, like maybe I crossed over the border in Indiana because I wanted to go to like I've gone from through Indiana to Mackinac Island to the Upper Peninsula and then back down through all of central Michigan. And it is pretty bad in some places, but some of the highways are all right. I think their cops have like these big kind of chode looking fucking lights on them though, which I always get a kick out of. For some reason, like the Michigan State Police or like their county sheriffs or whatever will have these lights on top of them. And I hope you know what I'm talking about because you went to school there.
But we didn't interfere with the cops at all. We were all
No,
good
but like,
kids.
did you ever see like a sheriff car or a state trooper car?
Yeah,
with
I
the-
just don't pay attention to bulbs.
Yeah, but it has the really big single light on top, and it kind of looks like one of those. It kind of looks like
None
one
of
of
this
those.
is ringing a bell, Kev. I
Dude.
went to school in Michigan. It's not ringing any bells.
I hope somebody that's listening right now has gone to Michigan and can confirm that there's like this kind of chode dildo of a fucking light that's on top of their state trooper cars, and
Shout
maybe.
out, again, another reason for you guys to bring out your comments. We're a couple of bullshitters hanging out, and we want to hear from you guys. And like we said previously, if we think it might be worth it, I mean, we did talk about bringing someone else on the show to just shoot the shit with us, see if we can get something going. Let's fucking do it. We're all connected one way or another.
I think Facebook says everybody's connected by at least once you go through three tiers of friends, you can find anybody else in the United States that's on Facebook.
You know, that's great and all. Like, you know what it is? Facebook is just boasting where it was like through six degrees of separation, and then like a famous celebrity. Facebook is doing that exact same thing, and frankly, Facebook is useless. I don't update mine at all, and I just treat it like the modern phone book. Like,
Yeah.
you're on Facebook. Like, if I really need to reach out to someone I knew in the third grade, I can find them on Facebook and I can send them a message. That's about all I value out of Facebook, though.
I can get behind that. I mean, with every passing day I go to Facebook less and less. There's a couple groups that are on there that have probably, I think I was probably down to going to Facebook like once a day for 5 minutes, and then I got involved with the Crusader Kings group, the Stellaris group, and 3 Total War groups, and then the meme group on that I'm in on Facebook that had gotten banned, and people that were in the group were getting banned because they invited too many people, and there was people that were like reporting memes, but this was like the R-rated memes group.
Was
So
this
we're talking,
Mike's group?
no, dude, this was Ben's group. It was Ben's
Whatever,
group.
man.
I don't know if you're in that. I'll invite you to it at this.
I don't believe you should censor memes.
No, you shouldn't. But it was. I mean, there was
I think
occasional.
memes are the purest form of the freedom of speech that we have ever come across.
I would get
I
behind
see the
that.
most awful shit on memes, and I relate to it.
Yeah, I mean this particular group that I'm in, every once in a while, I would say it's not uncommon to see porn and gore. It's not uncommon to see porn and gore with a joke on top of it. And that's why people were getting reported because it got too big. I think it got up to around. I want to
Wait,
say
what do you
around.
mean porn and gore? Like snuff films?
No, not like snuff films. Like somebody would just like take like a short clip of like actual pornography. Like there was one that I remember that somebody did that was like that somebody spliced together different like the movie Friday with like Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And you know the scene where the hot girl walks by and they're sitting on the porch and they go damn and they lean over to the side in their seats.
Yeah.
So somebody took a bunch of different scenes like that from like different movies, and like guys whose like eyes were like bulging really wide, like from regular size to bulging really wide, and guys saying like "damn," and that actual clip was in the compilation. But somebody found a video of like a girl who was repeatedly deep throating like a 2 foot long fucking dildo, like with no gag reflex and no problem, and spliced all of these like damn clips into it, and that one got reported and taken down. Every once in a while, somebody will do. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what you mean by snuff videos, but by snuff videos, if you mean videos where people actually die in the video, people posted videos like that all the time. Like there was the most recent one in the new group, because the old group ended up getting banned completely by Facebook. Facebook deleted it, they took it down, and somebody started a new group. And I got invited to it by somebody that wasn't Ben. There was somebody that was in the old group that I'm not even friends with on Facebook, but that remembered or must have kept a record of people that were like actually posting memes in the group. And he added it. But a couple days ago, one of them was like some guy that was standing next to a cable crank that was coiling up cable, and he wasn't paying attention. He was on his phone. He got his arm stuck in it, and he got pulled through it. And then like some fucking dubstep song came on, and confetti shot everywhere. When like it was like really fucked up. But that's not everything that gets posted in there. Like a
No,
lot of
what I mean
times.
by what I mean by snuff film is it's like pornographic material where it shows usually a woman kidnapped, tortured, and eventually killed, and raped too as well.
Oh no, I've actually never seen
Those
something
like incredibly
like that.
underground videos that only
Yeah,
rich people have.
No, it's not only rich. It's not only rich people. It's fucked up people have that. Because I mean, I've come across back in the heydays of 4chan, came across stuff like that, and I elected not to watch it. I think the most fucked up things that I saw was probably the most fucked up videos I saw. I saw the one Taliban execution video of one guy. Where they cut his throat open and stood on his chest, and all of the blood spurted out of his throat. I think it was like a journalist or an American reporter. I don't remember, and I feel bad
I
for
don't
not
know, like none of
remembering.
that's cool to me. Like I don't even
Uh,
want to see that shit.
There was one, yeah, no, there was one that Brian showed me that was like a white supremacist group in Russia that had kidnapped 2 Jews and they chainsawed their heads off in the middle of a forest. That was really fucked
See,
up.
that's fucked up. I don't want to. I don't want. Who's looking for that shit? That's
Yeah,
fucked up.
and then the last one that I
Because
saw
that takes
was
like deep search. I have been tempted to download a Tor browser to just like look through the dark web, but then like I had a buddy do it in college, and he was telling me
nah,
like he
it's
was
not
like, yeah,
worth it.
I found like kid porn or whatever. Like I don't want
Yep,
that on my name.
dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. The
I mean,
last one.
there's a part of us that always wants to see really fucked up shit. It's almost like a
Well,
muscle. Like you want to flex it a little harder and harder every
but
time. I get that.
it gets harder when once you start watching something. And I saw a video about this, and I will try to find the video about this and link it in the comments. But one of the channels, like maybe it was Vsauce or maybe it was Vlog Brothers or something like that, did something about when you're actually it was Vlog Brothers. It wasn't the brother that wrote the Amongst the Stars. It was the nerdier brother, or the Faults Amongst the Stars or whatever. It wasn't. I think it's Nate Green is the nerdier brother who's not an author, and I think he's actually a scientist. He did a video that was about like when you're seeing something fucked up like that, why you can't stop watching. And it's kind of
I
like
don't
that, and
care
that's
about
why.
the science behind it. It's like it's a fact. Like if
And
you
that's
see fucked
why,
up shit,
yeah.
you're gonna watch it. But like
And
to seek it out, like you don't need that in your life, man.
well, it's
Your
not that.
imagination's way better at fucking with your head than
Yeah.
like whatever you find on the internet.
It's not even just about watching it though, because when I see stuff like that, like actually the meme group that I'm on Facebook posted, there's a politician that got caught embezzling money, and he was wrongfully accused, but he was going to go to jail anyways, and he went and he had this one last press conference, and he went to the press conference and he was handing out envelopes with checks in them for all the money that he supposedly stole but didn't, and then he pulls a 357 Magnum out of his coat pocket and blows his brains out, and he shoots himself through the bottom of the chin up into the brain, and all of this blood is just coming down through his chin. And I saw that video back in the my heyday of not really the dark web, but just like really just 4chan, and different places that took you back in like high school. And somebody posted that on the group, and I'm like, shit, I saw that 6 years ago. I don't need to watch that again. And I didn't even watch the full video.
Well, do you
when I
ever
saw it
remember the
6 years
video
ago.
Pain Olympics where the guy cuts off his own dick and hammers
Oh,
his
I
balls?
remember that. Wait, no, I
Oh my
remember.
god! Like that was something where it's like I started to see the beginning of it. I was like, I can't be a part of this. This is
No,
gross.
no, no,
And there were
no.
different theories to who the person being videotaped was. Like one people said it was PCP, and other people said he was paralyzed and couldn't feel a thing at all. Like it was
Yeah.
there were just lots of theories like that, and so no one knows what this fucked up person was doing, cutting off their own genitals.
Yeah, so,
Like, why are we putting that on the internet? That's fucked up, man.
dude, because there's fucked up people, and they're gonna go and they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and they're gonna post fucked up videos like that. They're gonna steal children. They're gonna shoot up schools. They're gonna do lots of psychotic things, and it's
And
really
you know
hard
what, Kev? I back you on 100% of that, which is unusual for us. But I back that 100%. But like, how do you stay so optimistic throughout it all? And I'm like constantly ridiculing, like, people are doing that. That's fucked up. You know, I feel like I'm the fucking pessimist of the group, and I don't know,
I don't because when you really
because
think
I
about
accept
it,
the same premises you do.
yeah. Well, when you really think about it, when you really get down to it, the vast majority of the people that I meet, that actually gives me hope and joy is people are dumb. People are dumb, and that could be definitely in relative terms. I'm sure that I meet people and I look at them and I think they're dumb and they think that I'm dumb. But for the
Oh, I
vast,
think you're dumb as shit, Kev.
I think the vast, I think the vast majority of the people that I meet are, they're just they just want to do their thing, man. Like they want to be fucking, they want to work, they want to be left alone. Maybe they want to have some good conversation, they want to enjoy a good drink, and they want to be left to their own vices, and they don't want to interfere with anybody else's well-being or anybody else's freedom or anybody else's life. And I think that's paramount to being an American, and that goes for Republicans, Democrats, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, any different barrier that that different groups and different political groups and different ideologies might try to put up between people. But like at the end of the day, like there's a huge section, I would say 95% of the country, that like they just want to do their own thing and they don't want to be bothered by anybody else. And it's the very few that are out there that are out to make somebody else's day worse, or to kidnap children, or to post horrifically gory
But I
videos
mean,
online.
is there ever a part of you that thinks like maybe I'm the person that fits that small probability of interacting with someone who's going to do me harm?
I mean, when you meet those people, I don't think I fall into that regard at all because I just want to play my video games, drink my beer, do my barbecue, drive my cars, and raise my family. But I think when I meet those people, it's pretty easy to identify them, or at least have an idea that that person might have some fucking trouble, and then avoid the ever living hell out of them.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents. Anywho,
I hear
so
you.
everybody, on that topic, because I've now been
Did we
sitting at the
win?
menu screen.
Did
Yeah,
we win?
we won. We won, and I've been sitting at the menu screen for a little bit because that was a really good topic. So I would say, everybody, hit the comment section, give us your thoughts about this little talk.
We're the
Hit the like and
bullshitters, my
subscribe
big
button.
guys.
We're
Call
the
us out
what?
on our chat.
Yeah, call us out on our chat. We'd love to come on and argue with somebody or make fun of somebody or have somebody try to make fun of us. And I use the word try intentionally there. And we'll be back with another video sometime soon.